Yeah. The celebration of St. Lucy's Day, or Santa Lucia, is one of the most beloved events in Swedish Christmas. For a long time, the 13th of December was known as the longest night of the year. In Scandinavia, that's a big deal, because light is a little bit winter. That's why the celebration of Lucia and fencing off this long night came together to create a unique celebration in Sweden. So how is Lucia celebrated in Sweden? One girl is selected to play Lucia, and this girl will be dressed in a white robe, a crown made out of candles, but in this case, it's electric candles, not real candles. That will be dangerous.
And a red sash used as a belt. Lucia will walk into the room where the celebration is being held. Everyone's just waiting for her to get in there. And Lucia is not alone. With her comes the handmaids, who are wearing the same white robe, but they are only holding one candle. Also, we have the Star Boys, who have these hats and the stars. And of course, we have the Tomtenisar, which are Santa's helpers. And Lucia, once the entrance is completed, that's when the songs start. Everyone in Sweden knows those songs by heart, and anyone can sing it in or out of tune. It doesn't matter, as long as you participate in the celebration of Lucia. And Lucia, like any good holiday, has its own food, so you will be trying some ginger snaps, some saffron-flavored buns, and of course some glögg. This last one is a traditional Swedish wine that you have to warm up before drinking, and sometimes you put just some peanuts on it, and, well, it's good, but a little bit sweet. So if you're spending Christmas in Sweden, you have to join a Lucia celebration. Try to keep up with the songs and enjoy the good food. Thank you for watching. This video is part of our ultimate guide to Swedish Christmas traditions. If this is the first one you see, you should go back and watch the rest.
And Melissa Peterson, illustrated by Melissa E.Y. In November, when reindeer came to look for food in the woods behind her grandmother's farm, Hannah's father got a new job. Hannah and her family had to say goodbye to Mormor and the farm and all the rest of Sweden. They were going to make a new home in America. What Hannah's mother and father liked best about America was how friendly the neighbors were. What Hannah's baby brother Sven liked best about America were the boxes. What Hannah liked best about America was nothing. She missed Sweden. She missed the farm. Most of all, she missed Mormor. In early December, a crate arrived from Sweden. "It's from Mormor!" cried Hannah. Inside, nestled in a bed of straw, were all sorts of goodies. A box of chocolates, some jars of Mormor's homemade jam, a stack of Christmas presents wrapped in starry paper, and a long, lacy white dress with a silky red sash for Hannah to wear on Santa Lucia Day. Hannah couldn't wait. In Sweden, on Santa Lucia Day, the oldest girl in the family puts on a special white dress and a beautiful crown made of fir branches and candles. Then she serves a breakfast of Lucia buns to her family. "Mama, when will it be Santa Lucia Day?" Hannah asked. "Soon," Mama replied. "But sweetheart, I won't have time to make you a crown or bake Lucia buns this year. I'm afraid I won't even have time to get the house ready for Christmas." Hannah was so disappointed she nearly cried. Now she had one more thing to miss about Sweden. Mama took the treats to the kitchen, and Hannah put down the dress with a sigh. She closed her eyes, leaned over the side of the crate, and breathed in the sweet, grassy scent of the straw. It smelled like the farm. It smelled like home. She leaned over even farther. "Hey, watch what you're doing!" cried a grumpy voice. Hannah was so surprised she almost fell into the crate. Scowling up at her from the straw was a tiny little man. His woolen cap was as red as a holly berry, and his bushy white beard reached all the way to the tips of his tiny black hooves. "A Tomten!" Hannah cried in wonder. Hannah knew all about Tomtens from her grandmother's stories. They were magical creatures who lived on farms and helped with the chores. "If a Tomten is happy, he'll bring you good luck," Mormor had told her. "If he's unhappy, watch out. He'll cause no end of mischief." This Tomten did not look happy at all. "You nearly squashed me flat," the little man said crossly. "As if I hadn't been through enough already. Imagine, there I was, having a nice snooze in the barn, when suddenly I get scooped up, straw and all, and dumped into Mama's favorite vase from the coffee table and smashed it on the floor. Mama came in a hurry. "What happened?" she cried. "Oh, Hannah, not my blue vase." Hannah tried to explain about the Tomten, but he had disappeared. Mama didn't believe her and scolded her for telling tales. That was just the beginning of Hannah's bad luck. Over the next few days, things went wrong all through the house. Papa's socks disappeared from his dresser drawer. The oven was turned up too high so that Mama's pork roast burnt to a crisp. The dining room chairs were wrapped in paper towels like mummies. Hannah often caught the Tomten at his mischief, but he always hid when a grown-up came into the room, so she got blamed for everything. "We understand that you're homesick," said Mama and Papa, "but enough is enough." "You're right, enough is enough," thought Hannah, and she went looking for the Tomten. She found the Tomten in the kitchen, pouring salt into the sugar bowl.
Oh.
"I understand that you're homesick," she told him, "but enough is enough. You haven't even tried to like it here." "What's to like?" grumbled the Tomten. "No animals to talk to, no wood to chop or paths to sweep, no wind in the fir trees to sing me to sleep at night." Hannah thought for a moment. "I could make you a bed near my window," she suggested, "and I could sing you to sleep." "Humph," said the Tomten. But he stopped pouring. "And there's plenty of sweeping to do right here," Hannah pointed out. "Humph," the Tomten said again, and he put down the salt. Hannah got a big wicker laundry basket and took it to her room. The Tomten followed her, watching closely as she set it by the window and put in a blanket for padding. "Now we need a sheet," Hannah said. The Tomten grabbed something white and lacy from her chair. "What's this?" he said gruffly. "I suppose it's too good for an old fellow like me." "That's my Santa Lucia dress," said Hannah with a sigh. "You may as well use it for a sheet. I won't be wearing it this year." "What?" shouted the Tomten. "Why in thunder not? Isn't tomorrow Santa Lucia Day? Have you forgotten about Sweden already?" "Of course not," Hannah shot back. "But I don't have a crown, and Mama's too busy to make Lucia buns." The Tomten snorted. "Bosh and balderdash, is that all? We can make you a crown, and I happen to think Mormore's jam on toast is as tasty as Lucia buns any day." The Tomten's voice was as gruff as usual, but Hannah saw a kindly gleam in his eyes. "Okay," she said shyly. "I'll get some paper and scissors and glue." "That's more like it," said the Tomten. At dawn the next day, Hannah put on her Santa Lucia dress and sash, and the Tomten placed the crown on her head. Silently they tiptoed to the kitchen to make breakfast for the family. The Tomten insisted on eating several spoonfuls of jam, just to make sure it's Mormore's usual recipe. But there was still plenty left for the toast. When everything was ready, Hannah carried the tray upstairs to her parents' room. "Happy Santa Lucia Day," she sang out. Her parents opened their eyes in surprise. "Why, Hannah," said her father, "how did you ever manage all this?" "Oh, I had a little luck on my side," Hannah said with a grin. The whole family enjoyed the feast. After the last crumb of toast had been devoured, Mama threw back her bed covers. "Come, Hannah," she said. "Let's see if your luck helps us find the box of Christmas decorations. The rest of the unpacking will just have to wait." That was the beginning of a busy, busy day. By evening, the house smelled like the woods behind Mormore's farm. Evergreen boughs graced all the doorways. The decorations were up, and Hannah and Mama had even baked a batch of cookies. "This is just like Christmas at home," Papa said, admiring the tree. "This is home," Hannah said with a smile. Hidden behind the fragrant tree, the Tomten smiled too.
And in the world is right here. So let's color that. This is Sweden, where it's pointing. Sweden. Oh, you can't see it, can you? There it is. All right, there's Sweden. And their flag is blue around here.
I think I saw Sweden's flag. I have.
Excuse me. And then yellow is the big cross here. That's the Swedish flag.